Welcome to the 1% Club. Look down at the street. 7 a.m. Millions of people are shuffling out of their houses like zombies in a B-grade horror movie. Their first destination? The coffee shop. They aren't drinking that black liquid to enjoy it. They are drinking it to respawn. They need it just to feel normal. That is how amateurs operate their lives. For us, the apex performers, caffeine is not a life raft to cling to. It is financial leverage for the brain. If you know how to use it, it will double your energy ROI, return on investment. If you use it wrong, congratulations, you just took out a predatory loan from the biological bank. And trust me, the debt collector named Burnout will come knocking at 2 p.m. exactly when you need to be sharpest. Today, ditch the habit of drinking coffee like it's a soft drink. I will teach you how to manage your blood caffeine levels with the precision of a Wall Street trader. There is a fatal misunderstanding that 99% of humanity suffers from. They think drinking coffee adds energy. Wrong. Chemically, caffeine does not provide you with a single calorie of actual energy. Imagine this. Your brain has a sleep-inducing chemical called adenosine. Think of them as uninvited guests at a party. The more they show up, the more boring the party gets, and the more you want to sleep. What does caffeine do? It doesn't kick these guests out. It simply locks the door and traps them in the lobby. You feel alert, yes, but the adenosine crowd outside the door hasn't vanished. They are accumulating, pounding on the door. And when the caffeine wears off, the door opens, all that adenosine rushes in at once. Boom! System crash. That is why I call caffeine a loan. You are borrowing alertness from the afternoon to use in the morning. And if you don't have a repayment strategy, you will face biological bankruptcy. So how does the elite do it? We play by the rule of strategic delay. Part 1. The 90-minute rule. Let the engine auto-start. Imagine you own a Gulfstream G650, the most expensive private jet in the world. Do you ever see the pilot start the engine and take off immediately in 30 seconds? No. They have a checklist. They warm up the engines. They wait for the hydraulic systems to stabilize. Your body is 1 billion times more expensive than that jet. When you first wake up, your cortisol levels, natural alertness hormone, are rising to help you boot up. At the same time, there is still a small amount of residual adenosine from last night's sleep. If you slam an espresso into your system right now, you are doing two stupid things. You waste your natural cortisol peak, like turning on high beams in the midday sun, and you prevent your body from clearing out the remaining adenosine trash. The Apex strategy. For the first 90 minutes after opening your eyes, 0 caffeine. Drink water? Good. Cold shower? Excellent. Sun gazing? Perfect. Let your body run its biological boot-up sequence. Prove you can be awake without stimulants. After 90 minutes, when cortisol begins to dip slightly, that is when you inject the fuel. That is called timing the market. Don't drink out of habit, drink out of strategy. Part 2. The half-life algorithm and the curfew. Do you drink alcohol before driving? No. So why do you drink a neurostimulant right before sleeping? Oh no, I drank it at 4 p.m. I don't sleep until 11. A typical naive statement. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours. This means if you chug a grande Americano containing about 300 milligrams of caffeine at 4 p.m. to hit a deadline, by 10 p.m. you still have 150 milligrams of caffeine in your blood. 150 milligrams. That is equivalent to drinking a Red Bull right before climbing into bed and pulling up the covers. You might pass out from exhaustion, but your brain is not sleeping. It is running a marathon in an unconscious state. The result is you lose deep sleep, the most critical phase for muscle recovery and memory consolidation. The next morning, you wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck. And what do? You drink more coffee. Welcome to the downward spiral of mediocrity. The elite rule, no caffeine after 2 p.m., period. If you are tired in the afternoon, breath work, walk, or nap. Don't try to hack the body with chemicals at the wrong time. A high-level CEO knows that the quality of tonight's sleep determines the net worth of tomorrow. Part 3. Strategic stacking, turning anxiety into focus. Coffee has a nasty side effect few admit: jitters. You're awake, but your hands shake, your heart races, and your thoughts jump around like monkeys in a zoo. You cannot sign $1 million contract or perform brain surgery in that state. Biohackers in Silicon Valley found the solution: L-Theanine. This is a compound found in green tea that acts as a shock absorber for the nervous system. If caffeine is the gas pedal floored, L-Theanine is the power steering and ABS, anti-lock braking system. The stack formula? 1-to-2 ratio. 100 milligrams caffeine plus 200 milligrams L-Theanine. The result is a state of mind we call calm focus. No shakes, no anxiety, just cold surgical sharpness. You glide through complex tasks smoothly like a pianist. Don't just drink street iced coffee and wonder why you are irritable with your staff. Upgrade your drink to a smart drug. That is the sophistication of a player. Part 4. The Nappuccino, the ultimate recovery weapon. It sounds like a dessert on a kid's menu, but the Nappuccino is a technique used by fighter pilots. You are dead tired at 1 p.m.? Instead of forcing it, execute this protocol. Drink a shot of espresso very quickly. Set an alarm for 20 minutes. Close your eyes and sleep immediately. Why this counterintuitive move? It is biological magic. Caffeine takes 20 minutes to hit the bloodstream. During those 20 minutes, the nap clears out some adenosine. Exactly when the alarm rings, the caffeine starts to kick in. You wake up with two resonant forces: the refreshment of sleep and the punch of caffeine. You will spring out of your chair like a coil, ready to crush every obstacle of the afternoon. Don't nod off on your keyboard and leave a mark on your cheek. It looks very unclassy. Nappuccino like a pro. To recap, delay 90 minutes, stop before 2 p.m., stack with L-Theanine, and deploy the Nappuccino. Sounds complicated? Yes, because peak performance has never been simple. Your body is a multi-billion-dollar biological supercar. Don't operate it with the mindset of a tricycle rider. Don't pour dirty fuel into an F1 engine. A morning cup of coffee can be the start of a highly productive day or the start of an anxiety crisis. The difference lies in strategy. If you want to continue receiving exclusive blueprints to optimize your life, from sleep and nutrition to the millionaire mindset, hit that subscribe button immediately. I am Sadalt Agar, and this is Apex Routine. See you at the peak of prestige, where the coffee always tastes better and the view is always better.